What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XPR network today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 20th day of December, and yes, we are talking about XPR. It's been a while since we talked about XPR. You've been dropping just like most cryptos have over the past few months, but the reason why we're talking about it is because you're at such an obvious place, an obvious point of entry, right? Here at this low, you're basically at the same low that you were here, at this area of resistance, resistance support. It is such a clear area to enter into a potential long-term position for XPR. I'm very confident that XPR does continue to push higher, that we do see higher highs. I want to go over the short-term stuff and build out a case for that here, and we'll talk about how high and where we will be going after that, okay? So if that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 20th day of December. Here we are. 4 hours, 50 minutes left in the day, sitting here at about $0.0028. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Looking at this here, and maybe I should pull up a chart that has some volume on it. Let's see, XPR with KuCoin. KuCoin's probably got the most volume. Yeah, you are seeing a little bit of volume come in. Look at that, the volume's building as you're moving up. That's nice to see. Volume kind of declining as you're moving lower. That is good to see as well. So nice. 1 hour RSIs looking bullish. The stochastics have a little bit of a bearish posture right now, and that might continue until you get into the oversold zone to fully reset. The MACD just crossed red, so while you have had a nice little move up here, you probably do correct, right? From a low to a high, the expectation would be, here you are on this, the 20th day of December, the 19th hour with 11 minutes there. 0028 is the price. I would assume that we are down by the time most of you guys watch this, right? This is the 1 hour time frame. Things move fast. We hit the 382 for support, hit the 236 for resistance. Likely you go to your 0.5 or golden ratio zone, somewhere between about 0.00267 to 0.0028. Somewhere in there. You're at 0.00286 now, so nothing too far away, but a little bit lower nonetheless. And then likely from there you will continue to push higher. We look at the 4 hour time frame here, and the 4 hour RSI has built some bullish divergence. The stochastics have built bullish divergence, and the MACD as well, all in unison together, all working to move higher. I'm assuming that, again, you consolidate a little bit here, but then whenever you move up, your RSI likely goes into the overbought zone, your stochastics likely go into the overbought zone, your MACD likely crosses above the zero. All three of these things happening at once should provide a nice drive higher. I really wouldn't be surprised at all if we're on the 4 hour time frame here. If sometime between now and the end of next week, certainly by the end of the year, I would expect that we are, by the end of this month here, in the next like 10 to 11 days, I would expect that we are probably at these points of resistance here that we found before. Maybe this area of support, these areas of resistance. That's what I would think. I don't think that we stop at this area of support. I think that we blast through it. We'll probably stop somewhere at 0034 to 0036. If I had to guess, we're at 00285 right now. So that's decent gains in what I would assume would be less than 2 weeks' time, about a week and a half's worth of time. We look at the 4 hour indicators again. You're postured in the right way. You just, you might cool off a little bit, bounce off the 50, cool off a little bit, bounce off the 50. You can cool off a little bit here, but soon enough you're going to break through the zero, and all those things. Whenever you bounce and you get into the overbought zone, and this is crossing above the zero at the same time, that should provide a nice move up. We look at the daily time frame here, and you can see that the RSI has been oversold. You have a bit of a double bottom in the RSI. Technically, it is a higher low. Technically, that is bullish divergence, which means we do have a date with destiny to take us above here. And see, I'm glad I said this on the 4 hour. I really do doubt that we stop at these areas of support. I would think that we break through them. So if we're not finding resistance at prior support, we're probably going to find resistance at prior resistance, right? Does that make sense? And look at that. We might even set up for an inverse head and shoulders with that. Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be awesome. The volume profile's wrong, but hey, it still might work. Anyways, the idea here is that bullish divergence on the daily RSI, which you do have here, would imply that not only do you move back to where the divergence started, but you'll likely move through it. And if we move through it, well, points of resistance, points of support up here, somewhere around 004, 00336, 337, whatever it is, right? Something up there is likely where we're going to go. We look at this daily time frame, assuming that this could be a low, right? Again, we're assuming that this could be a macro low just because where this low is tied up with macro significant turnaround points, both as resistance and support throughout most of XPR's life here. So looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty damn reliable to be a low. If we're retracing and this is the low from a high to a low, the expectation should be that we go up to about the 382, which, hey, right there, just below 004. It's actually right there. That's perfect. It's literally perfect. It makes all the sense in the world that we would go up to 004, just below, just above, whatever, but something right there. It makes all the sense in the world. Prior areas of resistance right here, which you can't really see, but on a daily time frame, booyah, right there. It's perfect. Prior support right there, and prior support back, it's perfect. That's what you're going to do. So XPR network people, while yes, I meant it whenever I said it on the 1 hour time frame, that we probably pull back a little bit from here, just a little bit. You know, you're at 0028, maybe go down to 002. You're at 00286, maybe go to 0028, 00265, whatever it is, something a little bit lower from here. But likely you have a little 30 to 40, maybe even a 50% pump coded in you right now. You're going to see some nice upside. Daily time frame, stochastics coming out of the oversold zone. The MACD doesn't look the best, but whatever. That's the one bad thing, right? The stochastics look good. The RSI doesn't look good either, but you are at a double bottom here. You had a double top here with bearish divergence, right? Look at how bad that was for you. Here you have a double bottom with bullish divergence. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Makes sense to me that we're going to see some serious turnaround here. We look at the weekly time frame. Your RSI is all the way at the oversold area. The last time you were at a significant low was there. You know, I mean, I guess here you had a significant low, but the last time you were at this level, I should say, you had a very significant low as well. You didn't move up immediately, though, did you? You consolidated for some time, and then you moved up. So I don't think that that'll happen. I don't think that we're going to just consolidate and then move up. I think that you're probably going to see some upside here by the end of the year, would be my guess. Stochastics have bullish divergence, and the MACD, while building bearish momentum, you still technically do have higher lows, right? On your weekly closing price, you still have higher lows. Higher lows with lower lows is hidden bullish divergence. Pair that with the fact that the oscillators, the orange and the blue line, are down at the zero, perfect area to bounce. I mean, I think I smell a bottom, man. It smells like a right bottom down here, and I think you're going to get ready for some upside. Whenever we talk about the upside, beyond just going up to 0039, 0038, 004, whatever that might be, beyond just that, the idea would be that we do break out of this range that you've been in since really since January of this year. Right, we've been consolidating. You've been in a horizontal channel between your golden ratio and your 382. It's really a perfect area to consolidate. When you move up, you should be moving up to your 786, 886. That is the next designated zone to anticipate. From the current price, that would be anything from roughly a 6.6x to about a 10.8x move. So the 786 to 886, that's the area that we're designating. That's somewhere between about 1.9 cents to about 3 cents. And here you are at roughly 10 times less than 3 cents. So tremendous opportunity here. I don't know when we will get up here. I would assume that sometime in Q1 we will be up here. I would assume that we move up at a very nice pace like we did here. If we're not here in Q1, then probably early Q2. But I would think, you know, February, March, that's probably the time frame that we're up here. I would think January we start to build, but February, March will be when we hit full stride. That's my guess. Maybe April. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know we don't talk about XPR too much, but I mean, to be fair, you really haven't gone anywhere over the past year. You know what I mean? We could have taken a year off and really just been at better areas to buy, if anything. But that's the main reason why I wanted to make this video is, to me, it seems clear as day we are in a very, very opportunistic point for XPR. If you're looking to invest in this protocol, into this project, and or any affiliate projects that might be associated with it, now's a good time. That's my thoughts. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.